Hey guys, this is Peter, and a lot of you have asked me if I've heard of Stremio and what do I think about it. Well, I took a look at Stremio, and I got to tell you, there's absolutely no way in hell that I'm ever going to run this. Why not? That coming up next. All right, so Stremio looks like a content aggregator. It looks very well done. It looks just like Terrarium. But let me just show you a little bit about this. So it made me a little bit cautious when they made me log in and I didn't understand why. They wanted to confirm who I was. And here it is, a little tiny Bulgarian company. Here, you can get their webpage. Here, let's bring up their webpage. Go to www.strem.io/TOS for terms of service. Why they call it terms and conditions, I don't know. But anyway, as you read through this, you get to section 1.1 and find out they're a Bulgarian company. And they're in a small little company, office number 9. But I've been reading end-user license agreements for 20 years. This one's pretty well written and very one-sided. I didn't know that Bulgarians did this kind of law. But anyway, let's take a look at section 1.3 or 1.2.3. It does make reference to community add-ons and add-ons developed by independent developers. Why do they even call that out? They make sure that it's not part of their thing. They aren't responsible for that. You are. So that was a little bit interesting. Let's take a look at section 1.2.4. A library is a functionality of Stremio and allows users to store and keep content selected by them, by you. For the avoidance and doubt, so to clear the board, let's see, the library maintained by registered users in their profile, that'll come up later, represents their user content and is a personal catalog, in other words, log, entire record of content information of their choice. Well, they're very careful about this. Someone's trying to hose you. Let's jump all the way to 7.4, and not that there isn't anything good in between, just because you're going to jump right to this. Basically, 7.4 says they're not responsible for anything. But 7.5 says, in accordance with the requirements of the Bulgarian legislation, the provider retains the information added to the profile. So that means everything every add-on that you put in, every third-party add-on, everything that was been created, everything that you're doing is added to your profile. And now this profile, they have the right to submit it to the competent state authorities when necessary to preserve the rights, legitimate interests, and security of the provider, so of them, or third parties, anybody else, or when the provider is duly mandated or requested, not even mandated. I mean, the first part of the sentence is completely erased when they said or requested. So basically, when anybody requests your entire profile, including the third-party add-ons and anything that you viewed, they're going to turn it over. This is insane. Okay, that was, let's take a look at 7.8. The provider has the right to make certain publications on Stremio and the websites, including registered users' profiles. Your entire profile, including everything that you've installed and everything that you've run on their website. That's interesting. 7.9. The provider is not responsible for the content information which registered users have added to the library. So anything you choose to add to that public file that they're going to turn over to anybody once any third party requests it, it's up to you. This is incredibly one-sided. When I look at this, I went, wow, this looks like they got one hell of a lawyer for a little tiny office building in Bulgaria that runs out of office number 9. This looks like it was Wall Street. This was a very good lawyer. Maybe a Hollywood lawyer. In fact, I bet this terms of service is bigger than Cody's. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that. Here's Cody's terms of service. Dun, 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 their latest one. In fact, this is their newest one. Comes right off their latest version of software. I guess 17.6, just pulled down today. We're looking at 2,520 words. And remember, Cody's been to the court a couple of times. 2520 is all it took him to write it. What is Stremio? We're looking at 6,400 words, 63.99, and it's all in their favor. And there's some crazy shit in here, or pardon the language. There's some crazy stuff in here, if you will. Let's see. 10.4. Upon receipt of information that provides reasonable grounds to assume that a user's behavior and the use of the services is likely to constitute a criminal or administrative offense, which basically means using a stapler incorrectly, the provider shall have the right, in its own discretion, to report it to the competent authorities and provide them with reasonable assistance with all necessary information and materials, and if so required, if such are required, in order to help them identify the perpetrator and prove the perpetration of a crime and an administrative offense. This was written by an entertainment lawyer. I guarantee it. This is so much in their favor, it is ridiculous. Anybody who, if you're using this, please stop. Delete it and call it a day. This is not in your best interest. Even I've seen some people say, hey, I'll show you how to do this anonymously. I wouldn't mess with this. There are other programs out there. This one is dead to us. In return for some of the premium features of Stremio, doesn't even say what they are, but they're in there. They're premium, and in return for that, you may choose to be a peer of the Illuminati network. By doing so, you agree to have read and accept the terms of the Illuminati network. And excuse me, when I cut and paste it, the link is gone, but it's actually still there. I can cut it. Here, can I change it to ink it? Yeah, see, it's still there. The Illuminati SDK. All right, you may opt out of this network from settings. All right, so it just basically put me in a whole nother terms of service, and I didn't even get to opt out of it. So basically, as you finish the contract, the last line adds a whole nother contract on it. I would stay the hell away from this. This is absolutely insane, and I wouldn't run it on your computer. Anyway, guys, if you found this entertaining or informative, please click the like button, and as always, catch you in the next one. We'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, just one more thing real quick. Because it is December 12th, 12/12, I did want to mention our friends over at GearBest do have a 12/12 sale. It goes on for 2 days. That's until December 14th. That's their time, not our time. But if you take a look over at this network gear section, they do have a lot of set-top boxes. Click in there, take a look. There's a lot of ones that we reviewed. The Me Cool, the Tanix, the B-Link, the Me. Some good prices in here. 64 gig Samsung for $23. I see that one looks a little more pricey. I like that connector. There's some good stuff in here. $13 for a 32 gig Samsung. A lot of boxes in here. There's the Me Cool. There's the V88. The X96. This is the 2 gig version. 2 gig 16, $30. That's with a 905. Does less good on the 3D graphics, but better in the user experience for $29, $30. Anyway, take a look. Also, I'm going to put this link up. It's my page over at Amazon. It shows you all the products I've talked about over the years. Just kind of a little reminder. Some good stuff in here. There's the silicon dust piece. Look at the price on the NVIDIA Shield. I thought that was $199. They sold it at $179. Now it's $149. This is crazy. I really like the doorbell. This box is on sale. The new 4K is now at $54. It was $64 when I bought it, and it was still worth it. Anyway, guys, take a look. Oh, don't overlook this one. The Matricom G, in the notes, I have $20 off on this with the coupon code, how to set up TV Q3. So go ahead, take a look at that. That makes it $65. That was a cool box. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Talk to you soon.